Graphk strikes again. Let's get it. Yo, salute to everybody here already in the building, man. I appreciate you guys for being here. I know it's the afternoon, but hey, nothing wrong with having a coffee and convo in the middle of the afternoon. You already know what time it is. You guys could be anywhere in the world, but you chose to be here with me. Salute to everybody here in the chat. Make sure you wipe them feet, meaning hit them thumbs up. Also hit that subscribe button. It definitely helps the channel. We're trying to get to 20K. Cannot do that without you guys. Also, if you want to become a member of the channel, it's one of the best ways to support the channel. Hit the link. It's pinned up top. And I salute all you guys, members, non-members. Appreciate all you guys for being here in the building, man. Salute, salute, salute. I know you guys see the thumbnail. I know you guys see the description on the video. It looks as though, yeah, this how we gonna do it, John. Town business. Hashtag town business. Shout out to my brother Raider John. That's how we're going to kick it, man. Today, the news finally came out. Ian Rapoport made it official, you guys. He went on Twitter and put the Raiders will host free agent cornerback Marcus Peters for a visit and workout on Monday. Sources say Las Vegas visited with Peters earlier this spring. Now we'll take another close look before training camp. The former All-Pro and Pro Bowler had been with the Ravens since 2019. So at this point, Ian Rapoport made it official, you guys. Yeah, man. Marcus Peters will officially be in the business. I mean, in the building, and I can say business as well because I'm gonna be honest with you guys. If he passes, you know, if he goes in there and he can run, just pretty much what Scout tweeted out, right? If he can run, he passes his physical, he will be a Raider. He will be a Raider come Monday. And then he's ready and prepared for training camp when the veterans return for the full NFL season going into 2023. I'm excited about this move, you guys. I love it. I love it. I love it. And I'm seeing everybody online right now. I just said this on Twitter. It's hilarious. I'm seeing every single person argue about, oh, I had this first. Victor Fur, I covered this 5 weeks ago and all that other shit. Well, guess what? Look, I don't do the whole, you know, all that other shit. You already know. I don't really care about who drops news first. It just, you know, I just like to listen to great content, people talking about real shit. But like I said yesterday, put some respect on my name, man. That's all I'm going to tell you guys. Other than that, man, what do you guys feel about this, man? Marcus Peters, All-Pro, Pro Bowl, corner, Oakland made, Oakland born and raised, diehard Raider fan. How do you guys feel about this? Let me know down in the comment section real quick. Shout out to RJ. He will be an incredible mentor to the youngsters. Agreed, RJ. This is why one of the main reasons he'll be coming in Monday and probably signing on the dotted line to become a Raider. Ro, I don't really believe that it was a visit, but it was more of, hey, I'm in Vegas. You guys are in Vegas. You guys may need a corner. I may need a job. Let's have a little discussion. You know what I mean? There was no workout. From what I was told, there was talks about a contract. But, you know, I don't know if anything was set in stone on that particular contract that they had talked about. But I do know that a contract was presented and Marcus Peters and his people kind of walked away, you know, with hopes of being a Raider come training camp and kind of just surveying the NFL and seeing if any other team was out there that would maybe come out the woodworks and offer him more money. That's what I'm assuming, and that's what I heard. You know what I'm saying? So I did, like I said, there was a contract from what I was told, but I don't have the particular numbers or anything of that nature when it comes to that particular contract. You know what I mean? But it's here now. Time is here now. Marcus Peters will be visiting with the Raiders come Monday, and I'm excited about this move. And there's still some other free agents, you guys. A lot of free agents are starting to go to other teams right now. I don't know if you guys seen this. Cole Beasley, James Robinson, both signed with the Giants. The veterans, like all the dominoes are starting to fall here shortly. So there's going to be some other guys here in a second that I want to talk about, veterans particularly, that can come in before training camp. There's two names that I want to discuss here shortly. For those who do not know as well, Kyle Van Noy is meeting up with the Baltimore Ravens. And from what I'm hearing, it looks as though that would probably be a done deal. This guy has put up pretty much 5 sacks a year in the last few years. Still a nice pass rushing option. That's a definite steal for the Baltimore Ravens. They also brought in Melvin Gordon. Shout out to him for getting another job, a contract, I believe, up to $3.1 million with incentives. They brought him in to battle it out in that running back room. So, the dominoes are starting to fall here, you guys. The veterans are starting to find their homes. And there's two names. Let's just talk about it right now before we get back into the Marcus Peters stuff. John Johnson, we talked about him earlier on in the offseason. Safety went from the Rams, was highly coveted in free agency. We actually offered him a contract. He ended up going to Cleveland over us. Didn't really ball out like that in Cleveland, but he's still an option to bring in before training camp. And also another guy that I want to talk about, Rashaan Evans, linebacker. Our linebacker room is still very thin. We can use that veteran presence. I think Robert Spillane is pretty much the oldest linebacker that we have on this roster right now. This is a guy that he's put up some pretty good stats in his career, doesn't really miss a lot of games. He missed some in 2021 due to injury, but even in that year, he had 2 picks. Last year, played for Atlanta, played in all 17 games, 4 passes defense, 2 fumble recoveries. This is a guy that I potentially would love to bring in to help bolster up that linebacking core. He's never really put up Pro Bowl numbers, you guys. I'm not going to act like this is an all-pro talent. You know what I mean? Or like I said, a Pro Bowl guy, but he's a guy that definitely goes under the radar, has had some success with the Titans, had some success last year with the Falcons. That's a guy that I'm definitely looking at bringing in. Rashaan Evans. We let Denzel Perryman walk in free agency. Like I said, I was talking about Kyle Van Noy, it kind of fit the whole Patriot way, former New England guy. I thought that he would have came in at least for a workout. Didn't work out, but keep an eye on Rashaan Evans. I'm shocked that this guy is not signed yet at all. He has a lot of talent at the linebacker position. Salute to everybody here in the building, man. Wipe them feet, y'all. Hit them thumbs up. Let me see. Good morning, Graphk. You the king. Good morning, nation. Shout out to my dog, man. Appreciate you, brother. Appreciate you, king. Let me see. Yeah, Raven, I know, but I have to say this, right? This is he's one of my good friends, best friends. So I'm happy for Melvin Gordon. And, he really almost finished, playing with every AFC West team. He was a Chief. He was a Bronco. He was a Charger. He wanted to play in Las Vegas. Let's just keep it a buck. He loves Vegas. He's out there a lot. You know what I mean? Like I said, one of my good partners, man, is friends with him. He would have loved to be out there. But, hey, man, he got a job out there in Baltimore, man. Raven, you never know, man. Year in and year out, your guys' running backs are always hurt, man. So, why not bring in a guy, that could potentially fight for one of them spots? I know you got Gus. You know what I mean? I know you got Dobbins. You know what I mean? And Lamar Jackson's going to run the ball heavily, even though I think you guys are going to change your offensive approach this season. And I think he's going to throw the ball a lot more. They're going to protect him. Shout out to Wayne. He said, what up, Scope? Peter's testing the waters. That's probably why he didn't sign earlier. Yeah, Chris. But the thing was, MP wears his heart on his shoulder. On his, on his chest. You know what I'm saying? Like when he went in there, they knew he's from Oakland. They know that he grew up a Raider fan, right? So let's not act as though Peters probably didn't go in there and not show any excitement, right? They know his cousin is out there, Marshawn Lynch, opening business after business. You know what I mean? They know that he's probably trying to follow in his footsteps in terms of business, right? I've said that before on another live, but I think they knew he wanted to be there, right? So they offered whatever they offered. And I think that he was just like, you know what, let me see if there's anything else out there. But I think that he told me that he wanted to be there. He wanted to be a Raider. So at the end of the day, it just works for both parties. You know what I'm saying? But I guarantee you, he probably did go look for some more money. It didn't work out for him. And boom, workout come Monday. So there you have it. Salute to my dog, Chris Gang. I like that, John. Peters will bring that finger pointing, you're mine all day type of play. It'll rub off on the youngsters. Watch this secondary be unreal. Salute, John. I think that this DB room is definitely flying under the radar in terms of NFL ranks. You know what I mean? With Nate Hobbs coming back, dealing with that injury. And I think this year is going to be that year where he takes it to being, a really good corner, to being a star corner. Not superstar status yet, but a star corner. And then, like we said, the likes of Duke Shelley, who went under the radar. Great year with Minnesota last year. David Long Jr., another sneaky pickup. And then Tyler Hall returning again year 2 with our Raiders. Let me see. Yes, Chris, I chopped it up with him at the 8 Lounge in Las Vegas. Went over there, had a cigar. I went to Marshawn Lynch's party. Mark Davis was there, Darren Waller, Max Crosby. It was dope, man. Went over there with my brother Raider Cody, Barcode Cody. Hammer was there with me. My brother El Fingers went with me. It was fun. We had a real ball over there. And I sat and talked with Marcus for a few minutes, man. We chopped it up, about what he wanted to do. And I told him it's time to come home. And he said, I want to come home, brother, but it has to go, both ways. And now we're here. But yeah, definitely had a conversation with him at the 8 Lounge in Las Vegas, where he definitely let me know personally that he wanted to be there. Kid Raider says, what games you hitting up, Brody? I'll be at all the home games. And then I'm looking at some road games right now. Me and the wife are thinking about Miami. I'm looking at one of the Midwest games, either Chicago or Detroit. But then other than that, I think really the only road games I'm looking at is Miami and one of those Midwest games. I'll be at a lot of the home games in Las Vegas. So, but things change. You know what I mean? I may be home Saturday morning and a road game is in Kansas City. And I'm like, you know what? I'm about to get in the car and just drive 7 hours to go, or just jump on a flight. It happens every year. So I don't know yet, brother. Let me see. Salute to everybody here in the building, man. I appreciate you guys. Wipe them feet, meaning hit them thumbs up. Hit that subscribe button as well. It definitely helps the channel. Breaking news, you guys. Ian Rappaport came out and tweeted today that Raiders will host free agent cornerback Marcus Peters for a visit and workout on Monday. Sources say Las Vegas visited with Peters earlier this spring. Now it will take another close look before training camp. So there you have it with that, man. Shout out to my brother Intel in the building. What it do, big homie? What it do, my brother? Salute to my dog Intel as always. Yes, Kid Raider, we're supposed to be throwing a blackout event in LA as well. So stay tuned. I don't ever really look at that as a road game. You know what I mean? I always look at that as a home game, even though I know we got to travel a little bit for it. But yes, we'll be out there. We're throwing a blackout event that weekend as well in LA. So stay tuned for that also. Who are you excited to see make the roster, Graph? There's a few guys. Adam Plant Jr. I want to see him make the roster. McClendon Curtis, the right guard out of Tennessee, Chattanooga. You know what I mean? I want to see him, make the roster. There's several players. I would love to see Jade, the defensive tackle from Arizona State, because he has that feistiness. He has that dog to him. Our 7th round pick out of ASU, make this roster. Maybe. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, there's several guys that we can talk about. I just want to see the best team assembled, Joe Nation. That's what I want to see, brother. Let me see. Salute to everybody here in the chat, man. What's cracking, Graph? Shout out to Raider by Nature, my dog. Yes, Maul, Drake Thomas. I think he actually makes this roster. Real talk. We're already thin at the position. I think that Drake Thomas comes in immediately and helps that linebacking core get better from day one. James, we are not losing Josh Jacobs, man. It is a very, very small chance, and I mean very, right? Very, very small chance that Josh Jacobs sits out this year. He will not be fined, you guys, any money because he's not under contract. He did not sign the franchise tag, so he will not be fined any money, but he will be losing money by not going out there and making money. So I think that he will come out there week 1 and be ready to go. Now, I don't know what that entails. I don't know if, Josh McDaniels and Zeke just throw him out there, or they say, well, look, we already got our guys in line. They went through training camp. Guys won the job, blah, blah, blah. I don't think that you just hand the job over to anybody over Josh Jacobs. If he comes in week 1 and says, hand me the ball off, I think that's what the fuck you're supposed to do. Hand the ball off to Josh Jacobs. But I don't think he misses any games. I don't think he misses any games. I think he'll be prepared, and he'll be a mile high week 1 to go out there and own the Denver Broncos per usual. Shout out to Manny, man. It's dope. It's dope, man. It is. And you know, I count my blessings every day to be able to do something that I love to do, right? Like going to the alumni party. I'll be out there in a few weeks in Las Vegas. Me and the wife are flying out there, linking up with my brother Stu, and getting it with a couple of my Shieldmore guys and vibing out. It's always a blessing to be able to rock, you know, around the organization. But, you know, the one thing, Manny, I can say is, right, the closer you get to the organization, the more information you get, the more weirder shit gets. So sometimes I try and keep my distance a little bit, you know what I mean? And just try and, you know, but, you know, I love this team. I love this organization, and it is a blessing. It is a blessing. Definitely is. But like I said before, the closer you get, the more shit gets weird and out of hand, and you start seeing things and you're like, damn, you know what I mean? So it's a gift and a curse, man. Let me just say that. Shout out to 3 pairs in the building. Bold take. Could it be that Ziegler and McDaniels are in it with Jacobs on not signing a deal yet to make a statement and help out the running backs of the future? No, not at all. 510. They're worried about them and themselves and organizing a team that's going to be ready to go and financially make sense to them. I don't think they really care about the future of the running back position. And that's just real. That's just a business decision at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? But I do believe, and I said this, you guys, on a few lives ago, I said, I do believe that they offered him $8 million. That's what I assumed, right? They went and gave Miles Sanders 6.5. I think he gets paid 7 this year by Carolina. I've always said that they probably offered him somewhere between $8 and $10 million. I think that's where the Raiders were comfortable with because of where the market is. And I think that Josh and them kindly declined. I think that's what it was. And now I'm starting to see that a figure is coming out that it was $8 million. I don't know if that's true. I'm not going to be one of those guys that come on here and say, I told you so, but that's the figure that's flying around right now on Twitter and Instagram, that it was $8 million a year. And I'm going to be honest, that's what I called, between 8 and 10. I mean, it's simple mathematics. I think that's where they're trying to go with it. Shout out to my brother John, man. This defense will be sneaky. Graham guys and draft picks finally get that multi-look scheme right. Remember that Giants D that ranked higher under him, man. Salute to John. That's my dog right there. Appreciate you on the $5 donation. And I definitely think this is going to be a sneaky defense. Not a top 10, potentially not even a top 15. Let's just get under the 20 mark and we'll be okay. I think if we can, you know, leave this season with the 17th ranked defense, I think that's a huge victory for us. Salute. I'm also hearing, you guys, that you know, Trey Tucker is looking really good out there. Vinny B posted something on Twitter yesterday saying that you know what, let me find this. I want to find exactly what he said about Trey Tucker. Salute to everybody here in the building, you guys. Make sure you wipe them feet, meaning hit them thumbs up. Also hit that subscribe button. Vinny B posted, there's a reason they drafted him when they did. He's responding to Scout, because Scout said Trey Tucker is going to get like 11 snaps a game, and they're all going to be sweeps, screens, or just him flying down the field. Vinny B responded with, there's a reason they drafted him when they did. Was interesting watching him during OTAs and minicamp when Raiders got into 11-on-11s, got him the ball every which way. So that's another guy, man, that I'm excited about, that I questioned the pick when it happened because, you know, we still didn't have a linebacker at that point, and there was still some on the board in the 3rd round. But this may be a very sneaky pickup for us. Trey Tucker was running every kind of route, according to reporters. There you go, Devil. Facts. Shout out to Eddie, man. Thanks for keeping it a buck, Graph. You're close enough to see how the sausage is made. Pause. Don't let it change you. Definitely won't, brother. Definitely won't, man. Let me see. Maul, I like that. I definitely like that. Hopefully it's the 2016 Pro Bowl Reggie Nelson and not in the latter years when he was with us just getting cooked, absolutely fried. Hopefully it's 2016 Reggie Nelson Pro Bowl type year for MP the Juice Man. Devil May Stride, Graph, who's throwing a rock. From what I heard, it was Aiden, right? It's Aiden O'Connell. There's only rookies out there right now. The veterans don't report until the 25th. So apparently, you know what I mean, during rookie training camp, it's going to be Chase Garbers and it's going to be Aiden O'Connell. Raider 88. No, I do not. I'm not going to sit here and act as though they did. We still have not one real proven linebacker on this roster. Do I believe in what we're doing? Yes. Do I like that we're going youth movement at the linebacker position? Definitely do. But we're still unproven at the linebacker spot. I think that we should have got one. I know we got Spillane, right? And I don't know what he's going to be yet. You know what I'm saying? But I think we could have better addressed the linebacker position. I like what we did in the corner, in the corner room with Shelley and David Long. You know what I mean? I like going out and getting Marcus Epps. I think the safety room got better, but definitely needed to address the linebacker position a lot more. But I do believe it's because these guys believe in Luke Masterson. They believe in Drake Thomas. And apparently they believe in Amari Burney. We shall see. And Divine Diablo, he should be in for a great year this year. Let me see. Yeah, man, shout out to WilsonWhiskey.com, man. Shout out to my proud sponsor. You guys go to WilsonWhiskey.com. Tell them I sent you and go get you a bottle, man. Veteran presence. A winning pedigree. You know, he's been around the league. He's won some games. He's been on winning Rams teams, winning Chiefs teams, winning Ravens teams. You know what I mean? The guy's been in the playoffs. So he's bringing that winning pedigree, and he's going to help these young guys. You know, he brings experience. You know what I mean? He brings all pro flair, you know, Pro Bowl, you know, experience. The guy just brings it all. You know what I mean? Hopefully if he's healthy and he passes that physical and he's ready to go, because I truly believe, man, that if he can be healthy this year, then Marcus Peters can be a nice to me, this reminds me of not the Reggie Nelson situation, but it reminds me of bringing in Casey Hayward and having him be that guy for us that 1 year where he played really, really solid for us. This is like a sneaky Casey Hayward type pickup for us, but with more of an attitude, right? Casey Hayward is just more quiet, go out there, play the game how it's supposed to be played. Marcus Peters is going to bring that swagger, that shit talk, that Oakland feel. To me, this is like a Casey Hayward type pickup. You know what I mean? Let me see. Marcus Peters is what Abram wished he was. That's funny. Shout out to Casper. He brings swagger. Facts. Did you talk about Jimmy G being on the pup list yet? Well, that's not there yet. That's not official yet, right? Top. And to be honest with you, I wouldn't be shocked. I definitely wouldn't be shocked if he started training camp on the pup list. They want to make sure they're going to be patient with him. I kind of touched on this yesterday. Pause if necessary. I talked about this yesterday. It's funny. If you guys go back and watch the live yesterday, I almost said pup list, but I didn't want to put it into the universe. I basically said they're going to be patient with him. They're going to be patient with Tyree Wilson, who was in the building yesterday, you guys. Seen a lot of people freaking out about Tyree not being in the building. Tyree was there first day of rookie training camp. But they're being patient with him. And if he does start on the pup list, yeah, it sucks, but it's not the end of the world. And that's not even solidified yet, Top, right? I know, shout out to my brother Mitch. He was talking about it. Then I seen some other people picking it up. But that's just talk. That's just hearsay right now. It's just he say, you know, that's just talk right now. There's no real traction in terms of Jimmy G going on the pup list as training camp starts. And if he does, it would suck, man. You don't want him, you know what I mean, to be behind, you know, with this team already going out there during training camp. You want him to get as many reps as you can with the starting, you know, with the starting offense. It would suck, man. It definitely would, but it's not the end of the world if he does start the season on the pup list. I agree, LV. I agree, man. I agree. Another guy, LV, that I was right on about the Raiders drafting. You know, Graphk strikes again. Graphic scoop Raider, man. He strikes again. Shout out to LV, man. Appreciate you as always, big bro. And thank you for grabbing some drip yesterday from the site. I appreciate you, my brother. Let me see. Excited for the season, staying positive and pushing it out to the universe. Also, whose rookie jersey would you get? Michael Mayer. Simple and plain. That's it. Love Tyree. Love all these other guys. Love Trey Tucker. But it's Michael Mayer for me. It's Michael Mayer for me. Salute to my dog, Rudy, man. Hey, man, I just, I got to call it how I see it, Maul. You know what I mean? Like, I just got to call it how I see it, man. Sometimes, your boy come on YouTube and be right. You know what I'm saying? About certain things. You know what I'm saying? So, sometimes I got to come on here and talk my shit a little bit. You know what I mean? Because, sometimes, man, what we do with this stuff, right? In the content realm, everybody goes to specific beat writers, or they go to this or they go to that for their information. And that's the only place where they trust, right? It's a trustworthy source. They don't understand how much we're around this team. They don't understand how much we travel and we're literally amongst the players, and how much we talk to these guys on the phone, how much we text back and forth. You know what I mean? Like, they don't know how active we are out here. You know what I mean? And the beat writers get paid to stay away. Beat writers are like cheerleaders. They're like cheerleaders. They're there on, game time, you know what I mean? And, to cheer on, you know what I mean? But they're not supposed to hang out with the players after the games, right? You can get fined for that. You can get fined for that. See, me, I can go have a cigar and go smoke a blunt with Marshawn Lynch if I want to. I'm just saying, man. So, no offense to those guys. You know what I mean? I don't mean to call them women, you know what I mean? But I'm just saying, it's like, you can't really operate with these guys outside of the building. You know what I mean? We can. So don't stop being shocked, you guys, when we have all this information and all this stuff to break news and all that other stuff, man. Because, that's just what we do. Like I said before, there's so many things I've known before that I've thrown in my guys, you know what I mean? Because I didn't even really care to drop the news. That content. Shout out to Junior, man. Talk that shit, bro. Salute to my dog. That content. Graphk, what do you think of the Chris Smith pick at safety? Possible future starter? He may start from day one, right? He may start from day one. You don't know. We don't know. I don't know what Graham thinks of Trayvon Merrick. I know that Merrick's been out there balling, getting his shit together all off season. I've seen, videos of him with former teammates out there balling and doing their thing. You know what I mean? Hopefully he's ready to go. But I would not be shocked if Chris Smith won one of those starting spots in year one. He's a proven leader, captain of a two-time national championship team. I would not be shocked if Chris Smith won that job from the gates. Do I think it'll happen? No. I think Merrick and I think that Marcus Epps will start at the safety positions, but I wouldn't be shocked if Chris Smith won one, and I definitely love that pick, Ryan. Shout out to Hawk, man. Y'all see my guy, AO4's fresh cut. DC4 could never, bro. Had the buzz cut till about 2019, like a middle-aged gang member who has a room full of Eminem posters, man. Shout out to my dog, Hawk, bro. Shout out to Top, man. Nostradamus strikes again. The world will never figure out how. They'll never know. They'll never know. Season never stopped. You know why? Go look at his numbers. Look what he did in Georgia. He was a captain of that highly talented team. He won 2 national championships. Why would you not be high on a pickup of Chris Smith? Let me see. Shout out to Maul, man. Safety's got to get them INTs, man. That's how you get the big bucks. Talk that talk, Maul. You ain't never lied, King. 609. Which LB will be a standout this year, and which will height factor in with and will height factor in with our DBs? 609, what do you mean by that? If you're saying what LB is going to be a standout, I think Divine Diablo takes the next step. If he can stay healthy, this is going to be a year for him. This is going to be a year for him. Like that's the next year. Like, this is going to be the year for his development to take that next step. If he can stay healthy, Divine Diablo is going to be that guy. And what do you mean? And will height factor in with our DBs? Do you mean, elaborate on that, 609. Maybe I'm just slow, and maybe this caffeine is kicking my ass right now. Graphk came out, mentioned Marcus Peters in April, I believe. Get this money, man, his money and his dues. Israel, I talked about it in February, but who counting though? You know what I mean? Shout out to my dog, Israel, man. Yes, Jacorian Bennett's definitely a steal. Definitely. What game are you looking forward to this season? Angel, I'm looking forward to the first home game against Pittsburgh. Week 3. That's the game I'm looking forward to because the Pittsburgh Steelers fans travel well. We're doing our first blackout party that weekend, And it's going to be fun to see Raiders versus Steelers. All the silver and black, all the black and yellow. It's going to be a fun game to witness. And it's going to be a fun weekend. That's really what I'm looking for. That's the game. That's the game. The first home game. Let me see. Hot Beavers, I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. Yeah, Aiden's he's not there yet. He's not there yet. But remember what DC looked like when he came in 2014. He looked the same exact way. Now DC is all cut up and shit. Remember, DC looked the same way. Aiden is now going to be in a headquarters with the top of the line, workout machines and all that good shit. He has access to nutritionists and all the other stuff. Mark my words, Beavers, in another year or so, Aiden's going to look crazy. You're going to be out here yoked up, ready to go. Yeah, and I want my get back from Pittsburgh too from last year. I want my get back. I want my get back. We got you. We got you, Raven. Shout out to my dog, Raven Riley. We got you, King. I got to shout out my brother, Raven Riley, man. He's been watching this show for years now. He actually even came on a live show one day. I think it was a fan show or something. This dude is a diehard Ravens fan, and he supports every show, man. There ain't nothing like that, bro. Like that is so dope, Raven. I appreciate you, bro, for always rocking with me, bro. Salute, salute, salute. Let me see. DC finally DC had a double chin in 2014. Walt out there barbecuing it up. Oh, okay. We don't have the tallest DBs. Yeah, I think the tallest DB we have on this roster at this point is Brandon Faison. Brandon Faison, man. Not having a home field advantage at Allegiant is a big problem, and it's always going to be one easy. But guess what, man? We've always battled against two different teams at the same time anyways, right? We always battled against the refs and the opposing team. Now we got to battle against the refs, opposing team, and the opposing fan base. We're used to it, man. We're Raider fans, bro. Nothing's ever easy for us. Nothing's ever easy for us. Shout out to my dog, Junior, man. That content. Salute, salute, salute. Let me see. Man, I said start Bennett and Peters at corner. I'm not against that. If that's how, it falls in training camp, I'm cool with that. I'm cool with that. Yeah, Ma. Bennett going against Harrison Jr., which is probably the best wide receiver prospect in forever. Forever. That guy, to me, like day one superstar. Like if Caleb Williams and Drake May weren't coming out next season, Harrison Jr. may be the clear-cut #1 draft pick in next year's draft out of Ohio State. He got his dad's talents for sure. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, definitely held his own. Shout out to Reese Rock in the building, my dog. Kung Lao. Now, I don't know about that. David Long Jr. is 24 right now, right? I believe David Long Jr. is 24. Kung Lao, I'm going to be honest, man. When he walks in the building on Monday, he needs to go right up to him and say, look, all pro from Oakland, grew up a Raider fan. You're going to have to hand that dub 4 over, bro. You're going to have to hand that dub 4 over. And you know what's funny? I think David Long Jr. will say, you know what? Here you go, sir. And it's not going to be no problem at all. Even if you got to shoot a couple dollars, it is what it is. But you have to have MP. You have to have Juice Man in 24. Period, point blank, the end. I don't want to see anybody else in that 2-4 except for all pros moving forward, right? I know we don't retire numbers, but 24, come on, man. Like, you got to put great football players in 24. And I'm not taking nothing away from David Long Jr., but he's not Marcus Epps. Put that man in 2-4 and let that man ball the fuck out. That content. Come on. LV. Yes. Did you see what I said to him? Me and him are going back and forth on that. We were going back and forth on that. I said, come on, man. You can't say black and silver. You got to say silver and black. He was like, you know what I mean? Laugh out loud. And I said, damn, Scout. I said, you going to let Illuminor cook you like that, bro? Yeah, man. Look, we don't need to change anything about our jerseys, you guys. That's the one thing we always have going for us is our jerseys, our colors. We have the greatest jersey in sports. period. Don't fuck with that. We don't need alternative. Only teams that don't have great jerseys need alternative, and you know what I mean? All that other shit, alternate. We don't need that. We have the most beautiful jersey in the world. Don't play with it at all. Simple and plain, man. Don't play with it. I don't need to see. Just put a little more silver on, a little more. No, none of that. Keep it as is. Don't tinker with greatness. Shout out to Kenny Mack. My dog. Docs, I am optimistic about our draft and UDFA haul, but I still can't get into Aiden O'Connell YMCA looking ass. It's going to take some time, Kenny. It's going to take some time to get used to it, right? It's going to take some time. And we haven't seen him out there yet. Watch when he goes out there in preseason. Keep an eye on Aiden O'Connell, man. And even out there at OTAs, Kenny, I was hearing really good things about Aiden O'Connell. Throwing the ball, making all the right reads. Just be patient, brother. The season is right around the corner, and we're going to see what he has to offer. But also, you guys, we have to be a little patient with him in terms of preseason as well, because people tend to forget, yeah, there's 3s and 4s out there in terms of talent, right? Wide receiver, running back. But there's also 3s and 4s out there on the offensive line. And we're not going to have the greatest O-line to go out there and block for him. So be patient with him. You know what I mean? Like, just take everything with a grain of salt. But I'm excited to see what Aiden O'Connell can do at some point in the near future. Not right now, but some point in the near future. O'Connell definitely has a stronger arm maul than Jimmy. This is facts. That content. Salute to my brother, Big Mike, man. Shieldmore in the building. Yeah, you see that, Kay? You see that? It's crazy, right? Giants just slapped the hell out of the running back market. So basically, Saquon Barkley, I'm going to hold out. Guess what the Giants did? They went and got James Robinson, a guy that has started in the league, that was a Pro Bowler, I believe, his rookie year as a UDFA in Jacksonville. They went out and got a replacement just in case Saquon Barkley doesn't show up. That's crazy. And I'm going to tell you guys this too as well. Stop with the Dalvin Cook to the Raiders shit. It's not going to happen. If he does go anywhere, it's probably going to be Miami or the Jets. He's not coming to us. There's still, I believe, a case hanging over his head or something along those lines. Don't quote me on that because I don't know exactly what it is. You know what I'm saying? But something about, putting his hands on a woman or something like that and trying to offer her some money to you know what I mean? Look, we know we don't play that shit when it comes to the Raiders organization. We're not doing that. I believe that this coaching staff believes they have what it takes already in the building. There's no reason to go out and get another running back and pay him millions of dollars. I think we are going by the committee situation. We're going with that, and we're running with what we got if Josh is not out there week 1. Let me see. The content. Shout out to Junior, man. I agree. Don't mess with the uniforms, but they have to bring back the OG unis from the 90s with the original Raiders logo on there. Now, I'm not against that. Anything that's already been out there, the AFL jerseys, you know what I mean? Any of the old school stuff, that's cool with me. Anything that we've already worn, I am cool with. Even the what was the jerseys called that we used to wear Thursday nights? The retro what were they called? I got a bunch of them in the closet right now. I got what I have, the Marshawn Lynch. What were they called? The Color Rush joints. I'm cool with that. Just keep it as is, though. Don't tinker with nothing, man. Shout out to my dog, Junior 6'5", as always, my bro, man. Wearing black pants with the black. Nah, Matt, don't do it. Don't do it, King. Shout out to Roe. Graphk wasted, didn't like my take, but Josh Jacobs literally told his employer that if they didn't give him a raise, that he would turn hero to villain. You can't do that and expect a new deal. Well, apparently, J-Rowe, they tried to offer him a new deal. So whatever he did say, I guess it worked because the Raiders still offered him a deal. We don't know what that deal consists of, but they offered him one. And look, I don't really think that Zeeg and Josh McDaniels really care about what JJ says when he tweets and what he puts on Instagram and all the, subliminal stuff that he puts out there. I don't think they really care about that. They care about production and they care about what makes sense business-wise. And to them, I believe $8 to $10 million made sense to them. And I think that maybe Josh and them said 12. And they said, we're not going to get that. We're not going to that point because their starting point to me in my head, if I'm the GM, is $8 million. That's what I believe. The starting point is $8 million bucks. And you try to say, I'll meet you at 10. Okay. And Josh is saying, well, our starting point, you know what I mean, was 10, but we really want 12. And they couldn't come up with an agreement, you know. And I really didn't believe that deal was that close anyways. To be honest, I didn't really truly believe that. They always put hype on this shit. Josh was in the car with Max, and that may be true. But come on, man. Like, come on. Josh was really sitting in a vehicle outside of the building waiting for a deal so we can run in to go sign it. Like, that don't even sound like it makes sense. Like, at the end of the day, your representation is going to be there. They're the ones that are going to be there to get your contract in order for you to sign it. So Josh is just sitting there with Max. He's sitting there while his people are inside the building working out there. Shit sound like cap to me. I think that they were just trying to be dramatic and make this shit bigger than what it was. I don't believe any of that. Maybe Josh was with Max, but all that other shit, yeah, man. Shit is reality TV, man. I swear to God. Little dono from Freemium Content. Graphk, my dog. Shout out to my boy Gio, man, in the building. Salute. Shout out to my dog. As always, man, my boy Gio, that's my guy. Shout out to J-Ro. Yeah, sit in the car stuff was optics, doc. Yeah, man. It makes the Raiders look like the bad guy in the whole situation, right? And yeah, the Raiders tried to make it look like they were the good guys too. We were really close. We were really close to a deal, right? And then Josh says cap. So apparently they weren't close to a deal. So the Raiders tried to make it look good optically for them. And then Josh says, no, that was cap. And then his team throws it out that he was sitting in the car with Max. Look, man, this is a battle. This is the battle. We're not talking about trying to go from a $20 raise to a $22 raise. We're talking about millions. We're talking about M's. Shit's different. It's levels. Let me see. Yeah, man, that 114-degree heat. God damn. Shit different out there, man. Salute to everybody here in the building, man. Everybody that's just popping in. Make sure you guys wipe them feet. Hit that subscribe button if you're not subscribed yet. Once again, you guys, I'm going to read this real quick from Ian Rappaport for those who have not seen the tweet yet. But I'll put this up. The Raiders will host free agent cornerback Marcus Peters for a visit and workout on Monday. Sources say Las Vegas visited with Peters earlier this spring. Now we'll take another close look before training camp. The former All-Pro and Pro Bowler had been with the Ravens since 2019. So, salute. I also got to give a shout out to my brother Mitchell Renz as well. He just tweeted out something that was hilarious. I tweeted something out. What did I say? I pretty much said, damn, I can't even see what the hell I am right now. I pretty much said it's funny to watch, everybody on Twitter arguing who had the scoop first on the whole Marcus Peters shit, right? And blase blah. And Mitch went on Twitter and said, people who follow the Raiders know you had it first. Another example of content creators dunking on beat writers. Good stuff, brother. Salute to my dog, Mitch, man. Salute to my dog, Mitch. I know he's about to be live here shortly as well. I think he's about to start his live here in the next few minutes. 510, you'll know at some point. We'll come out and tell you guys the origin of that content. Right now, it's just, inside kind of joke. It's hilarious though. It's actually hilarious. We'll tell you one day. 510. Shout out to my dog 510. Our tight end might be the most uncoverable by any defensive player that went after him. The best offensive player versus remaining defense. Shout out to Reese Rock. Sincal. If you want to hear mine, bro, watch the live yesterday. I kind of talked about it. Let me see. Docs, what about the senior jersey throwback? I'm not against that. Not against that, Beavers. I'm not against that at all. Because once again, that's something that we already wore and that's a part of our history. I'm all for it. And I got one in the room. And I got the matching hat. So look, I'm down for it. If the Raiders rescind their offer on the tag for JJ, then what? Zoo season? I mean, I'm hella nervous about going into the season without JJ no cap. I think anybody, even including me, that's okay with moving on from Josh if need be, is nervous about not having one of your best players on the roster, potentially. Shit. I'd definitely be like, I'm definitely nervous about not having him out there, but I do believe he'll be out there week 1 regardless. But if not, yeah, it is Zeus season, man. Or if one of those other guys come out there and start balling out, you know, people say that I'm Sincere McCormick's agent. I'll be that. Maybe it's him. Maybe it's Britton Brown. You know, maybe they still believe in Amir. Maybe they believe in Amir Abdullah. I don't know. But either way, I think it's going to be more of a committee thing anyway, Kay. Salute to my dog. Yeah, Eddie, man, appreciate you. I'm only doing this live for a little bit today, you guys, because right behind me is literally buckets of chips, party cups, and cupcakes and ice cream and all that stuff. So here in a little while, I'm actually throwing my son's 10th birthday party. Shout out to my twin boys, man. Love them to death. Time is flying right now. Their birthday is actually tomorrow, but we're celebrating it today with some of their friends, man. So it's gonna be a great day for them, man. I can't wait to sit down with them and have some fun. We're gonna go to the park today, throw the ball around, take them swimming. You know what I mean? Their little homeboys is coming through to play Madden. It's about to be fun, man. Shout out to my brother Jason Hunter, man. As always, my brother. Hey, brother, hope you had a blessed week at work. Just wanted to jump on and bless you a bit. Let's hope JJ8 signs that tag, but if not, next man up. But I hate saying that. Raider Nation for life. Shout out to my dog, man. Jay, we got to link up soon, bro. We definitely got to link up soon. I know I always say it, but we have to link up soon to go get another cigar and chop game over some nice Woodson whiskey, my brother. Salute to my dog, man. Shout out to JT. Garber's may start. Yo, JT, you are hilarious, bro. You are hilarious. We don't need no new jerseys, but damn, I wish we had a black pants with a double gray stripe. Shout out to Big Raider. Shout out to Jay, man, my dog. Also, happy birthday to the boys. I appreciate you, Jay. I'm gonna tell them that you said that. That'll mean a lot. They got your baseball card tacked on their wall, bro. So I'm gonna let them know. Shout out to my dog, Jay. Q says Tay just spoke on the JJ situation. What did he say, Q? Oh, he'll be on tonight. Okay. I'm definitely gonna tap in and see what they're talking about with that. Shout out to you, Junior. Appreciate you, brother. Shout out to Uncle LV in the building. Appreciate you, bro. Shout out to my dog. I'll see you in a few weeks, brother. WoodsonWhiskey.com. Come on, go over there. Tell them I sent you, man. And I think during the season we'll have like a promo code, Graphk Raider or some shit. But for right now, go order you some bottles, man. You know what I mean? I'm telling you right now, it really is actually good whiskey, like really phenomenal whiskey. And I'm not just saying that because it's the GOAT. Like I told C Wood this. I said, Wood, you know, because we cool. I said, look, I'll be honest with you. I say this shit's cool. It's cool. If you know what I mean, but it's actually dope. I really, really love the whiskey. It's really good. So go get you some, man. Top, man. I appreciate you, brother. Appreciate you. I think everybody's feeling some type of way about Josh right now. You know what I mean? I'm just excited about Raiders football being back. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, I'm just excited for football being back. And I'm not going to allow the Josh Jacobs situation, to take away from any excitement that I have watching my team move forward. I love JJ, but I love the Raiders since I was and since 84, I was born into it. So I'm not going to allow one player to take away any excitement from how I feel about this team. And I'm not going to allow any beat writers or any other, buzzkill content creators, dictate my mood either. Because I'm going to tell y'all right now, I don't give a shit what anybody says. I'm a Raider at heart, and I love this team. So I'm always going to be excited going into every year. Well, coming off of a 2-14 season, I was like, let's go. I'm hyped because I love this team. So look, anybody that's out there buzz killing and doing all that and putting out there into the universe, they want to sell it as real talk. I don't sell that as real talk. I sell that as, are you even a fan? You know what I'm saying? Like, are you even a fan? It's cool to call this team on their shit during the season. If they're bad and they're terrible and they're not performing, get on the ass. But even before a snap is being played, how do you go into the season already saying that they're fucking up and they're doing this? Like, how? Like, how do you do that? How do you call yourself a fan before a snap is even played yet? You call yourself a fan by saying they fucked up the offseason and we're going to be terrible this year. How? Sorry. You know what I mean? I'm sorry. I'm not just a content creator. I'm not just a media guy. I'm a fan first. And at the end of the day, man, I'm always going to be excited going into the season. You know what I mean? And we're going to talk that shit over here with that content. Shout out to Junior, man. Just got me 2 bottles of that whiskey. Good shit, bro. That's what's up, my dog. Salute to Junior, man. How you take the whiskey? Straight up. Straight up, John. Straight up. Straight up. I'm telling you, bro, best way to take it. Best way to drink that shit. Straight up. Or I liked it with the hey babe. What do we drink? What do we have with the whiskey in Atlanta? Ginger beer. There we go. The ginger beer and the whiskey, John. That shit was fire. Let me see. Reese Rock, I appreciate you, bro. 3 weeks basically until the truly active in the off season. Let's just keep it a buck. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people take this time off, you know what I mean, and just chilling. That's no disrespect. People got jobs, people got other shit going on. There's only a few people that really held it down in the off season. And like I said, that's no shade to anybody, and that's no subliminal, because there's plenty of people that just completely took the whole off season off. You know what I mean? We stayed with that content. Facts, Q. Facts, man. Salute to everybody here in the building. Christian, he is not officially signed yet, brother. He will be there Monday. What's up, Bubba? He will be there Monday for a workout. You know what I mean? And they're going to discuss the contract situation once again. I think Monday he will be signed, Christian. I think he's going to walk into the building Monday morning and boom. Official. He said, Graphk, please stop, brother. Shout out to Reese Rock. You already know, brother. Let me see. Wipe them feet, y'all. Hit them thumbs up. If you are not subscribed to the channel yet, hit that subscribe button. No, I like Hondo. I like Hondo. I do. I like Hondo a lot. He's a good dude. Really good dude. Well, we tried to have him on the show. Me and him talked about it about 2 or 3 different times, but, you know, they won't allow him to come on the platform. So it is what it is. But we follow each other on Twitter. You know what I mean? We followed each other on Facebook before I deactivated my account. I don't have Facebook anymore. But good dude. Really like him a lot. But they didn't give him clearance to come on the show. And understandable. Totally understandable. Yeah, old-fashioned whiskey. Can't go wrong with that. Let me see. Salute to everybody here in the building, man. Get them questions in, y'all. Let's talk for a little bit. I got about another 10, 15 minutes. Shout out to Rod Gas. I appreciate you. Happy birthday to the twins and keep doing a great job with the content. Doc's the GOAT. Salute to my brother, man. Shout out to Mexico. Rod Gas in the building. Yeah, Ma. It's a beautiful thing, man. It is a beautiful thing. I love my babies to death. Let me see. Off subject. Rick, you know what? I'm actually working on a show here soon, a cigar show. So stay tuned for that. I want to hold on to that because I'm actually working on something really, really, really dope. So Rick, I got you, bro. I promise you, you're gonna love it. I'm telling you that right now. Let me see. Israel, it doesn't mean anything yet. You know what I'm saying? We don't know yet. We don't know if these guys are high on the Meek Robertson. He may, you know, at the end of the day, he's still going to come into training camp and fight for a spot. But me personally, I would assume that if we're going to move on from one of those corners to make room, it's probably going to be a Meek gone. He comes from the previous regime, you know what I mean? And he's kind of hit or miss. You know, the measurables aren't there. We're already small, pause if necessary at the corner position. And Meek just makes that room even smaller, pause if necessary again. Like, I think it may be a Meek. We may try to move on from him. We may try and trade him for the 7th round pick or something. I don't know. Pablo, I appreciate you. You too. Jason, I definitely do, Jay. I definitely do. I think that Jimmy's gonna be ready. Definitely. I definitely think he'll be ready. There's talks of the pup list, and even if he does go on the pup for training camp, I think he'll be ready to go week 1. I think they've already knew that since day 1. Daniel, I do know Taji Spitz. Shout out to Fairfield, Vallejo, and the whole 707. Definitely know about Taji. Raymond, hey, I think so, but Merrick better have a breakout season. Oh, that's it. He better. LV, you ain't never lied. The best cigar is a free cigar. Bro, JT, you know what's funny? I can't do it, bro. I can't do it. I can't. John, I got you, bro. I got you. Something to talk about. If Jimmy goes 1-6, are we turning the page and starting 8-0? Or are we losing in fashion with Jimmy? You're definitely not going to lose in fashion with Jimmy. I mean, but you never know. These guys may, thug it out with Jimmy. And if you're 1-6, right? In which I don't even want to put that shit into the universe at all. But let's just say that we end up being 1-6. They may thug it out with Jimmy. They may just say, you know what? Let him finish the season up and let's move on. But I'll tell you right now, you start 1-6. There's gonna be a Jimmy's the least of our worries. Jimmy's the least of Josh McDaniel's worries. Jimmy is the least of Ziegler's worries. If you're 1-6, there's gonna be some ass kickings in that building. So let me see. What's up, my guy? I gotta go, you guys. My boys' friends, they're pulling up right now for the birthday party. My boy Ryan just popped in. I gotta get out of here, man. I'm gonna say this once again, man. Salute to everybody here in the building that came through and supported the channel today. You know what I mean? I wasn't planning on doing anything because it's my twins' birthday weekend. But once again, you guys, Ian Rappaport did come out and tweet today that Marcus Peters, All-Pro Corner, will be in the building Monday for a workout. So let's just understand this. Next week, Marcus Peters will be a Raider. Simple and plain. Unless he fails, his physical or anything like that, he'll be gone. But with that being said, you already know what time it is, man. I love y'all. I appreciate you guys as always. I gotta go spend some time with the family. Salute.
That's what I'm talking about.